Alright, hello everyone. So we're going to be talking about the nuclear model of the atom and the appropriate notation. So nuclear model of the atom describes a structure that is almost completely empty space, with almost all of its mass concentrated in a tiny central nucleus. The nuclear model describes the atom as having two distinct regions. The nucleus sits at the center of the atom. It is extremely small relative to the atom as a whole and contains two types of subatomic particles: protons, which have a positive charge, and neutrons, which carry no charge. So protons and neutrons will be in the center of the atom, and those protons will have a positive 1 charge on them. Surrounding the nucleus in a much larger region of empty space is where electrons are found. So electrons carry a negative charge and have negligible mass compared to protons and neutrons. In a neutral atom, the number of electrons equals the number of protons. So in our example, if we have 3 protons, we will have 3 electrons orbiting the atom nucleus here, and these electrons will be orbiting in that empty space. Now the way I've drawn it is completely out of proportion. Electrons are much smaller than protons and neutrons because they have a very smaller mass. So 3 quantities define the composition of any atom. The atomic number equals Z, and that is the number of protons in the nucleus. It defines the element, and it is unique to each element. Now we also have the mass number, which is represented by A. It's the total number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus. So the number of neutrons is therefore equal to A minus Z, because remember the mass only comes from the protons and the neutrons. Now a nuclide is a specific type of atom defined by its number of protons and neutrons. Nuclides are represented using the following notation. So we have X in the middle, and then we have the mass number, or A, represented in the top left. And then we also have the atomic number, Z, on the bottom left. And X is the element symbol. So for example, if we look at carbon 12, it'll look like this. It has a mass number of 12 and an atomic number of 6, and the element symbol is C. Alright, so to summarize, the nuclear model describes a small, dense nucleus containing protons and neutrons, surrounded by electrons in a much larger region of empty space. The atomic number Z gives the number of protons. The mass number A gives the total number of protons and neutrons, and the number of neutrons is A minus Z. Nuclides are represented as this here, with the mass number top left and atomic number bottom left.